Good morning. It's brunch with Brian. Da, 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 da. How are you this morning? Hopefully you're feeling great. I'm feeling great today. Guess what I did? I got up this morning. Oh, I don't even want to tell you. I guess I'll tell you. I turn on some music and I like to do something different to exercise, just to keep the variety, to get my movement in. So lately I've been doing all kinds of different exercise, and I've been bicycling. So I have a bike that I like to ride to the top of the mountain and then ride around. I try to get like 30, 40 minutes in on my bike. Or I go hiking with Lynette. She loves this wind cave trail she loves to go to. Okay, so we're starting with a smile, right? Everybody's smiling. So put your smile on your face. Let's count it out for 30 seconds. Put the little stopwatch on. Start. So 30 seconds. Everybody smiling. That's 5 seconds already. See how fast it goes, but you got to get 10 seconds of a full smile. I should say full smile. I should say full more, because when I just say smile, sometimes you give it kind of a halfway smile. When you really invest in that smile, you get the payoff. And the payoff is a big happy sense of happiness. Big happy sense of happiness. A little redundant there, but just keep on smiling and those positive thoughts kick in, and it's that law of attraction that we love. Keep the thoughts positive, and you know what? It's Memorial Day weekend, so hopefully you have some big plans and some positive plans and things that'll keep you happy. So already, look at that. It's 48 seconds of happiness. Look how fast that goes, and I only talk about 30 seconds. So if you've been smiling the whole time with me, that's awesome, and definitely you've generated a lot of positive thoughts, law of attraction, and you've done really good. Bingo. Wow, that's 104. So lots of great smiling there. And definitely you've turned your thoughts in a very positive way. You cannot, I'm telling you, when you commit to a smile, and I will promise you it's not maybe the first 10, 15 seconds. Sometimes it takes that first 10, 15 seconds to get your thoughts going in the right direction. But when you commit to that smile, full smile, then your thoughts absolutely will go positive. And it takes a little bit sometimes. So I didn't even tell you what I did today yet. But today, I like to bicycle. I like to hike up the Wind Cave trails. Usually, I only like to do that just for variety's sake. I'll only do that about once a week. Lynette likes to do that 4 or 5 times a week. That's her thing. And today, I actually put on some music on Alexa, and I moved Alexa over in the living room because there's a lot of room in the living room. And I just picked some of my favorite dance songs, and I said, "Hey Alexa, play Footloose," or play We Got the Beat. Obviously, I'm 80s centric because I grew up in the 80s. Now, do you guys know I used to be a DJ in the 80s? I was a mobile unit disc jockey. So I actually had a huge, like a 80-pound amplifier and 2 huge speakers and big, huge stands. And I would go out to weddings and all kinds of junior high and senior high dances, and that I'd be the DJ. And so that was one of the funnest jobs I ever had when I was in college. And a lot of times the way I got everybody going was I'd go out and dance in the beginning, especially at the junior high shows, because they were kind of shy. They'd all be kind of hanging out by the wall. So I'd put on, sometimes I'd put on a song by Creedence. There was this one song by Creedence Clearwater Revival that I really liked, Bad Moon Rising, or some other song that I really liked, that I would go out in the middle of the floor and just start dancing. And that would sort of get people going. So today I got back to my roots, and I just put Alexa on and I picked some songs and I just started dancing. So I really got sweating, and that was really good. And I got some really good exercise this morning that way. So I think I'm going to start doing that once a week at least, and getting back to my roots. And I've always threatened that I'm going to get you guys going with movement, with some dancing. And would you guys dance with me? If I put on some dancing, who would dance with me? Tell me you'd dance with me, even if you're not like really bopping out in your house. But even if you're just up moving around, getting some movement in. I like to stretch, we like to do our stretches. And when we do our deep breathing, we like to do, I even got a crack there. So I haven't totally stretched out today. So when we're stretching, you know, you like to get the pops out and get the pain out. Now remember, on that pain thing, don't push it if you have an injury or something. I don't want you to re-aggravate an injury that you know you have. But if it's just like your normal aches and pains of just, you know, getting older, you can work that stuff out. So, you know, I always like to do, you know, when you're doing your deep breathing, let's start doing your deep breathing, and we'll kind of do our shoulder rolls and do some of our shoulder stretches. Shoulders I always like, and of course your lower back, stuff like that. Okay, ready? Let's take a deep breath in and deep breath in. Hold it a little bit. And let it all out. Oh, that feels good. And your neck, of course. Your neck, you hold a lot of tension in. Your shoulders. Let's put our shoulders up above our head. Now, sometimes I have you do this, not that often. Grab on your other hand, you know, and then, now don't overdo it again. I don't know what kind of shape you're in. And you can kind of feel, you know, where you can stretch your arm, pull your other arm a little bit over. You know, you can get a little extra. You can't get that without pulling it over a little bit. Oh, okay. So you can get your arm, pull it over a little bit, get that little extra stretch. Now you can do some of that just by your arm by itself, but a lot of times you have to have a point at which to pull against, like, you know, a table like that, or your other arm you can pull, you know, against. So always your shoulders are great to loosen up. Okay, let's do another. And your head too, you know, when you're doing your neck, sometimes you can put your arm against your hand against it and pull against it. Sometimes in yoga, now you guys know, I don't know if you know this, but I used to do yoga pretty intense. I lost, do you guys even know all this stuff? You probably do. But about 5 years ago in 2013, I got nuts and I lost 50 pounds. I used to weigh 204 pounds. So I lost 50 pounds. I went down to 154. Now I vacillate right in that range between about 154 and about 159. I actually put on a little muscle, so then I'm in that 150, you know, in that range, and I'm okay in there. But I started doing yoga, and so I did yoga pretty aggressively for about 2-3 years when I lost all that weight. Because I realized after I lost the weight, I didn't have my high school body because I wasn't stretchy. And so that's the thing, when you get older, you're not as stretchy. So even if you're in really thin shape, that doesn't mean you're in as good shape as you were when you were in high school, because you're not as stretchy. So that's the whole thing about stretching that I love. So get that stretches in. We got a couple more breaths to go, just 1 or 2, I can't remember. Okay, ready? Let's take another deep breath. Keep your smile when you're breathing, and let it all out. Did I have a puppy walk by? Come here, baby. What you doing over there? Come here. Come here, honey. Come here. Come here. Oh, he's down on the floor. Okay, let's take another deep breath in and big smile. And let it all out. Our dog's been going a little crazy the last couple of days because, this is kind of neat, a neat little story. A family of quail has built a nest in one of our plants out in the courtyard. We have a big tree planter, and the mother quail put her nest right in the tree planter. And so she's been hanging around in the courtyard, and both puppies have been staring at her, you know, roaming around in the courtyard, her and her mate, and been barking at them. And of course, we wouldn't let them out there. And now the babies have all hatched. And so we have some really cute video of the little babies in the planter running around. And now I believe that yesterday they were all born and they all kind of left. So that was really neat to see the nature. We see a lot of nature here because we got a big mountain in front of us and a park behind us, and we're right close to the Tonto National Forest, so we get to see lots of nature. So guys, this weekend, Memorial Day, in terms of days of Memorial Days, it's Memorial Day. Obviously, we're memorizing our lost fallen soldiers and men and women of the service. So that's a big thing. Special day. It's there's lots of days. It's vanilla pudding day. There's some crazy days today. Vanilla pudding day. It's solitaire day. So that's, if you like to play solitaire, you might want to play a game of solitaire in honor of Solitaire Day today, video solitaire. And it's also another day it is today is National Road Trip Day. I don't know, maybe because of Memorial Day, of course. And so now a lot of us are not taking road trips, but if you're taking a road trip for Memorial Day, you're doing it on the right day. So that's great. So guys, now remember, on this is an important weekend. I'm going to send out an email tomorrow if you guys want to catch up on that closing calls. So, you know, if you're looking for a project, if you're not going off and just doing barbecues and having a fun, having a fun taking it off and having a great Memorial Day weekend with your family, and that's great. And that's what your plan is. That's great. If you're looking for a little work, a little project, I would say call sellers. So maybe a good time to call sellers, get some seller calls made. We've got all the information. If you were on the last call on last Teaching Tuesday, we went heavy into closing calls. If you weren't on that call, I think I'm going to send out an email tomorrow morning, like real early. So if you want a project, check out that call from Tuesday and be ready to take a lot of notes, because we have a lot of new scripting lines and a lot of really good key information on that call that will help you on your closing calls all summer long. And so that's going to be a key thing. So listen to that call, go over that call, and get ready, because on Tuesday, we're doing that super, super special summer of social media. So it's your action plan for attacking the social media this summer. It's not that hard. It's not going to take you that long to get set up on these different social media and then watch the leads start to come in. Because this is the summer you're going to close between 1 and 3, maybe even more, pretty house deals, and really start the wealth creation for yourself. Because in 5 years and in 10 years, you're going to look back at this summer, the summer of 2020, as the summer where you started creating great wealth for yourself through the pretty house business. And it was because you were engaged with these Brunch with Brians, and I was leading you on the right path, and we're taking you in the right direction. So this is the summer that it starts. It's your summer of success, and it's starting, you know, you're versed in these closing calls now. We want to get you back up trained on that, because the calls are going to start coming in when you're really attacking your social media plan and launching your campaigns. So that's coming up Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Not really the night, but you guys are going to be on that. That's social media. So you're going to be seeing us on Facebook Live or YouTube Live, however you're seeing me right now, or whatever other social platform. You're going to connect with us on that and get trained up and make your action plan and launch it and do a bunch of pretty house deals this summer and really change your life. Guys, start changing your life this weekend. Get going, connect with us however you can, however you are going to. You've got your what to say. You've got this call coming on. I'll send you an email tomorrow morning to connect that way. And just let's make it happen. Let's make it happen this summer. And just stay in touch with me on the Brunches with Brian, and we'll keep you going and motivated, and we're going to get you there, guys. So have a great, wonderful, safe, happy Memorial Day weekend. If you're going out, stay safe, stay happy, take care of your family, take care of yourself, and have a great time. And I will see you on, for sure, next Tuesday. Do not miss that next Tuesday, but I'll be here on Memorial Day too, so I'm not taking the day off. I never take a day off, so we'll see you then.